Hey, what is up you guys? You Pixeled here, and welcome to an exciting speed build video in The Sims 4. I mean, what other video game would it be? Today we are building two houses in The Sims 4, getting ready for the Sims 4 for Rent pack. I keep forgetting that pack's name for some weird reason. But yeah, this build was me getting ready for the Sims 4 for Rent pack. I started working on this, pretty much as soon as the For Rent game pack was announced. So when I first started working on this, the pack wasn't out yet. So I just pretty much built two houses to fit this like cute little suburban neighborhood. I really love how this turned out. I I'm so excited for this pack. I'm excited, okay? I'm excited to be able to build apartment buildings or multiple homes on one lot because this lot here where I'm building these two houses, it's kind of weird. Like it's really big and I've always wanted to build something here, but I never had a clear idea of what to build here. And I'm not that talented at building mansions because I never know how to fill them and like make them look lived in. Nobody wants an empty mansion. So I always struggle with mansion builds, so I've just left this lot empty. But now I could build multiple houses on one lot. So I was able to fill up this lot with two houses with pretty decent sized backyards. They aren't huge, but it gets the work done. It gets the work done. I really, really like how this turned out, especially the little garages on the side. You'll see. You'll see. We're not there yet, but you'll see. I think this turned out really, really cool. I love this build. I really, really love this build, and I want to do more builds kind of like this one. Now, this is a 21 minute video, so this means I have to talk to you guys for 21 minutes, which usually I feel like I struggle with because I never have anything interesting to talk about. My life is pretty uneventful. Like, I have a pretty boring life, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But something happened to me, which I kind of wish it didn't happen to me. I'd rather not have a story to tell than to have this happen to me. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but these past 2 weeks I have missed so many uploads. I have been missing uploads left and right, and it's because the videos that have been going up these past 2 weeks are videos that were pre-recorded. So those videos were recorded weeks and weeks ago, and they're just going up on their specific days, and it's whatever. But I didn't, I don't pre-record videos as a plan to be missing for a while, I just pre-record videos because sometimes I have fun recording videos, so I record like 3 videos in one day, and I have 3 videos ready to go. But the reason I missed so many uploads in the last 2 weeks is because I had a weird, like, dental problem. I don't know if you would describe it as a dental problem, a weird problem in my mouth. So I woke up, I think it was like Thursday, what day was it? Thursday, I guess specifics don't matter. 2 weeks ago, I woke up with both of my gums, near the back of my mouth, near the wisdom teeth, being swollen and painful. Like both sides of my mouth, near my wisdom teeth, were swollen, painful. It made it difficult to talk. It made it difficult to eat. It was just a very unpleasant experience. The gums back there were just so swollen. It was horrible. It was just so bad. It was terrible. It was terrible. And I called my dentist because I wanted to make an appointment for them to check my mouth out, right? And they told me, "You're no longer a patient here." And I'm like, "What? What do you mean I'm not? What do you mean I'm not a patient here?" Apparently, if you don't go to a dentist appointment in 3 years, you're no longer a patient there. At least with my dentist, I'm no longer a patient there just because I haven't been there within the last 3 years. So that sucked. That really, really sucked. And I called like 3 or 4 different dentists, and I'm like, "Are you guys accepting new patients?" They all said no. Apparently, no dentist in my city are accepting new patients, which, how? Anyways, I called a dentist and I explained to them what was going on in my mouth, and they told me, we're not accepting any new patients, but we can see you as like an emergency to make sure everything's fine. So I agreed to that and I went to that dentist appointment. And by the time that I went to my dentist appointment, the left side of my face, like the left side gums, pretty much stopped hurting. The swelling went completely down. It felt normal. But my right side got worse. The swelling got worse. It would hurt to like yawning hurt so much, and the pain of the gums on my right side would shoot up to like my ear. So my right ear's like inner part, like the inner ear, would hurt. Then that would give me a headache. So my gums would hurt, my ears would hurt, and then my fucking brain would hurt, so I would have a headache. It was just not pleasant. It was not pleasant at all. Anyways, I went to the dentist appointment and they checked out my mouth, and the dentist pretty much told me that my gums, my gums, what the fuck am I talking about? My wisdom teeth are finally coming out, like they're growing, and I guess they're pushing on my gums. And when they do that, sometimes they leave like a little bit of like a pocket of air between your gums and your teeth where food and whatever you eat could get trapped in, causing like a bacteria to like grow. And that's a possibility as why my gums were swollen. Anyways, they prescribed me this weird liquid that is kind of like mouthwash, but it isn't. It's like medicinal. I don't know. I've been using that, and I've only used it 3 times so far, and it works miracles. It works miracles. I feel a lot better now. I can finally eat. I can finally talk. I no longer have a headache. My gums still feel a little bit weird, but I think it's because, after 2 weeks of being swollen, it's gonna take a while for them to go back to normal. But I feel a lot better. I feel a lot better, but these last 2 weeks have been hell. I didn't feel like recording videos because, when you record videos, you have to talk. And when your mouth is hurting, your ear is hurting, and your head is hurting, you don't want to do that. So I didn't record any videos. I sat in bed all day watching movies. I watched so many movies. I watched so many movies. I think I watched like 5 movies a day. I binge watched so many freaking movies. But you know what? I feel better now. I feel a lot better now. So be prepared. A lot more videos are coming now. Geez, I really, really missed this. I really missed sitting down and just talking to you guys while you enjoy one of my speed builds. I really, really missed this. But yeah, yep. I'm 23, and I guess now my wisdom teeth want to come out, or like they're growing or whatever. And when I went to the dentist, they took an x-ray of my right side, and the dentist told me that it's not urgent, but I should quickly try to find a dentist. Like, hopefully, I'll call someone and they're accepting new patients. I need to quickly find a dentist so they could examine my right side's wisdom teeth because it's growing weirdly. Like, the little teeth, like, what am I trying to say? The little part of teeth that look like little legs? I guess, the little legs of my wisdom tooth are kind of like curved. They look like little swoops, and apparently that's not good. So they might have to surgically remove that wisdom teeth, which sounds scary. That sounds really, really scary. So yeah, I have that to deal with. I have so much to deal with. I'm still trying to find a new dentist. But apparently, even though I live in a fucking huge city, no one is accepting new patients. And like, that's wild. What do you mean you're not accepting new patients? I am frustrated. I called like 4 or 5 different places, because I have to be careful with the places I call because not every place accepts my insurance. So I have to be very careful with who I call and, make sure they accept my insurance and also make sure they're accepting new patients. And if they're not, I'm screwed. It's a whole thing. And I did call one and they're like, yeah, we're accepting new patients. And I'm like, hey, do you accept my insurance? And they're like, no. So, can't go with them. It's been a rough couple of weeks. It's been rough. It's been so rough. Like, I it's been a struggle, guys. It's been a struggle because could you imagine just sitting in bed all day, wanting to do fun things like playing video games, but you feel like you can't because your body just feels drained because your mouth hurts, your inner ear hurts, and your brain hurts. And I was popping pain pills like crazy. I wasn't abusing them, just making that clear. I was doing it as instructed. It said use 2 pills every 6 hours as needed for pain, and I was following the instructions. But I was taking pills every 6 hours, and it did calm my headache, but it did not help with the gum pain. It just pretty much got rid of the headache, which was good. But I it was horrible. It was horrible, and also I was so angry because as my gums were trying to kill me, my mom, my mom went to this little panaderia, this little Puerto Rican bread shop. They sell baked goods. And she bought this like really, really good, like soft, like sweet bread. And like she bought some other things too, and I was only able to eat the bread because it was soft and I could just pretty much chew on it a little bit and then swallow it. But she bought some other things that I wanted to eat, like these little donuts, and I couldn't eat them because my gums were so swollen that I really couldn't chew things properly. So I was so angry because, like, really, mom, the one moment where I can't eat things is the time you decide that you want to buy really good food. Like, what is this? What is this? It almost felt like she did it on purpose. It almost felt like she did it on purpose. But, I feel a lot better now. I feel a lot better now. So, life's good. Life's good, guys. Life's good. Make sure you keep your dentist's appointments up to date because you never know, the time limit they give you, because I honestly had no idea that if I didn't go to a dentist appointment within 3 years, I would no longer be a patient at my dentist. Like, they didn't call, they didn't send a letter or anything. I thought I was good, but apparently not. Apparently not. But anyways, we are working on the second house now. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the yellow house, I decided to use more bright colors. So there's a lot of brighter wood tones. There's a lot of white, yellow, blues. On the red house, I decided to make it a little bit more dark. So there's more earthy tones. There's dark woods, there's whites, there's grays. I decided that I wanted the red house to just be more dark and the yellow house to be more bright. So if you are into bright colors, move into the yellow house. If you're into dark colors, move in to the red house. So I decided to try to make them slightly different in that way. Oh, something you're gonna notice is that with the red house, I slow down adding clutter. I barely add clutter into the red house. And that's because when I started working on the red house is when I got the new pack. And, these last few days that Simmers, big YouTubers got early access, they kept mentioning how buggy the pack is. Like, they kept mentioning how. Is buggy the right word? I don't know. They mentioned how your game could slow down when you start adding multiple units, and I was really, really scared of that. So as soon as I started working on the red house and I had the pack, I decided to slow down on adding clutter because I didn't want my game to crash or anything like that. So I decided to slow down a bit. So the yellow house is a little bit more full, and it has a little bit more clutter compared to the red house. So just letting you guys know, the red house does not have a lot of clutter compared to the yellow house. So I feel like the yellow house is definitely the best house out of the two. But in all honesty, I think that when it comes to building multiple units on one lot, I feel like there's always going to be that one unit that gets extra love and gets all of the attention compared to the other units. Because, if you're building an apartment building with like 6 apartments, there's always going to be that one apartment that gets the most love, the most customization, the most, clutter, compared to the other units. And I feel like that's definitely the case here. So, if you want a really pretty house, definitely move into the yellow one. Also, the yellow one has 2 bedrooms. There's the the main bedroom, and then there's like a children's bedroom. The red house, I was gonna say the brown house. The red house has one bedroom, and then I used the second room as like an office. So in my brain, the yellow house is more family oriented. Maybe a family lives there. I even added a little SUV in the garage. And the red house is, I think, maybe a single person lives here. I decided to fill the garage up with clutter. There isn't any kid stuff here. So I don't know. I kind of see the yellow house as family oriented and the red house as a single person probably lives here. So that's kind of like what I went for. And I really, really like how this turned out. I really, really like how this turned out. And I want to build more houses like this, more lots like this with multiple houses because I don't know, I had so much fun with this, and I think this is a really, really good way to fill up those awkward lots that are too huge and you have no idea what to build in them. Like across the street from this house, there's a giant lot where the BFF household lives, and I'm thinking of building three houses there instead of, a big house. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build three houses there, and yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna build three houses over there. I don't know. I'm still planning things out. I just got back after 2 weeks of dealing with horrendous pain. I just got back and I'm ready to build. I'm ready to make Sims Let's Plays. I'm ready to record my other non-Sims related videos like Ghost of Tsushima. I was also thinking of playing through the Grand Theft Auto 5 story mode because, I'm really, really hyped. They just recently announced Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I kind of want to play through GTA 5's story mode on the channel. I think that could be fun. So, I'm back. I'm ready. My gums still feel a little bit weird. They're like tender. After 2 weeks of being swollen, I'm pretty sure that it's going to take a while for them to feel normal again. But you know what? I feel a lot better. I'm happy. I feel good. I feel good. Jeez. I would not wish the pain that I was going through on my worst enemy. It was horrible. It was terrible. And then not having a dentist that you could go to really sucks. Whatever. I feel good now. I feel really, really good now. I do already have another video prepared for next week's speed build because I participated in one of my very close friends, Hip Hip Renee's shell challenge. She did a shell challenge in celebration of The Sims 4 for Rent, and I participated in it, and that video is going to go up next week. It was going to go up this week, but I kind of wanted to post a speed build of a build that I worked on completely by myself. I didn't want it to be a shell challenge or anything like that. I wanted it to be something that I built from the ground up. So you guys are getting this. Next week, you guys are getting the shell challenge, which I definitely recommend you guys watch because I think I killed it. I'm going to toot my own horn a little bit. Toot toot. I think I killed it. I love how that shell turned out. I love it. I think I did a pretty good job. I think I killed it. So I want you guys to tune in for that because I think I did a pretty good job. I really, really like how that turned out. So yeah, this week you guys are getting this build. Next week you guys are getting the Hip Hip Renee Shell Challenge. And then the week after that, I don't know what you guys are going to get. I'm thinking of working on an apartment build, but I don't know. I feel like everybody's doing that, but at the same time, I don't give a shit. I'm going to do what I want to do. So I think you guys might get an apartment build or another build kind of like this one where it's multiple houses on one lot, but I don't know if that would get boring to see done again within the same month. So I think you guys might get an apartment build the next week after that. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just planning things out now that I'm back and I'm ready to record videos because I feel freaking good now. So, planning things out. So, if you guys have any suggestions as to what you guys want to see me work on, do let me know because I always like hearing from you guys. So just, let me know. Oh, and also I did edit out a lot of the bathrooms. Actually, no, I think I edited out the bathrooms completely. I do think I did a pretty decent job with the bathrooms. I think they're cute, but I decided to edit them out because if I didn't, this video would be so much longer. So I did cut out a few things because I I don't think I'm that interesting of a person. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, a lot of interesting things don't happen to me. Like, I'm always home. I don't have many friends. So I don't, a lot of things don't happen to me. So I feel like when I have a longer voiceover to do, I always panic because, I have nothing to talk about. Nothing happens to me. I don't go out. I have a pretty boring life. But, luckily or not luckily, I guess, if you're me, you know, horrible shit happened in my mouth, so I had something to talk about. Also, no, seriously, what the hell is going on in my city and why is no dentist accepting new patients? I need a dentist. I need a dentist. I need someone to check out my mouth. Like, it feels better now, but like, it's always important to get checked out. I don't know. But apparently, there's no dentists in my city that are accepting new patients, which is so weird. Like, I live in like a big city, so maybe I just have to call more. I don't know. I don't know. I'm frustrated. It's so annoying calling a place, being put on hold for like 10 minutes, finally getting a person, asking, hey, are you accepting new people? Just for them to say no, and you have to call another place and go through that all over again. It's it's horrible. It's honestly horrible. But anyways, we are here at the screenshots, and I honestly hope you guys enjoyed this speed build, and I hope you guys enjoyed me telling you a story of my misery that I've gone through in the last 2 weeks. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Honestly, it means so much to me. My last speed build, which was a renovation of my one of my old builds, did pretty good. So thank you guys so much. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody.